The secret to longevity. How to live longer.
Sex.
Okay, great. And now the next topic. But I hope it would be that simple, right? Well,
Do you think it's simple now for you?
No.
So you will be dead by now?
My lifespan would have been greatly reduced right now.
You will be dead like 5 years ago?
Yeah. Well, no, I don't. Okay. Seriously. We're not going to go into that. But we heard about, the blue zones. That rings a bell to you? Blue zones?
No.
What
is a blue zone?
Okay, so I think a few years back, there's like somebody that did some research and wanted to find like these pockets of small towns or small places where you find the most centenarians, which means people that live over 100 years old. And so you have
over or close?
Over, and you have some very specific localities or towns or cities, whatever, places in the
world,
places in the world where you have a higher percentage of centenarians per 10,000 inhabitants or something like that. And so they studied it to see what were the common denominators, so they can maybe find the secret to
long life.
Longevity. And
did you find the answer for me?
Yes.
It's not sex.
So you have five. No, you have 5 blue zones. For first, they gathered the data, and you have 5 blue zones. So I'm going to give them right now.
Okay. Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Why blue zones?
Yes. I don't know. It's like, I guess it's like. Well, first of all, that might be one of the reasons, but all of them are near the ocean or the sea. That's one common denominator that they all have. Maybe that's why they're blue.
Can I check?
No, we don't have
okay, people. Why do you say people? No, subscribers.
My dearest subscribers.
My dearest subscribers.
And audience.
If someone knows why they are called blue zones.
I love when you ask questions like that because we can just look it up right now.
No. I want to engage our community.
Oh yeah, engaging our community.
Engage.
For sex.
For
just
sex?
for comments.
Of our 14 subscribers.
And audience.
And
if because we have a way larger audience than that. I did not subscribe, so you're wrong. So subscribe right now. But anyway, so let me tell you the 5 zones, okay? So first you have Sardinia, Italy.
Sardinia?
Italy.
Italia.
Yes, Sardinia. So it's I think it's an island actually. Yes, near the ocean. And what is like out of the 5, this is the only one that has a 1-to-1 ratio between male and female going over 100 because usually women live longer.
Of course, we live longer
because they have less stress. We don't have to go to
men
work.
Are pussies. Men are pussies, and they are always crying for everything.
No, it's because we give them the nice life. No. Oh wow! It reminds me of something I heard on TikTok today from the 50s. Like all women should behave when their men come back to work. Oh my god, that was so horrible.
That's what you want. That's you have basically what you have on your Tinder.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so in Sardinia, Italy, their diet is only common aspects between all of them. They barely eat meat. Barely eat meat or fish. It's mainly plant-based diet. They all live by the ocean. They all have kind of a relaxed life.
Life?
No, like the stress that they have, they know how to have the downtime to release it, and they all live in community and are
in a small community.
Yeah, in communities. They're all like have big. Strong family
bound, like they are like very close.
Yeah, very close to family and very close community, and they are all active in a way that is not forced, but active because that's the way of their life. So that like for a few years now we said like you need to do 10,000 steps at minimum to be healthy.
Yeah, with the Fitbit it was a huge
yeah, exactly.
Thing, like 5 years ago.
Well, yeah, I think it started exactly when you could start counting your steps with the device, and like this is like so. It's not that it's wrong. It's like so far from what we actually need because people in blue zones are in average doing 8 miles a day.
8 miles?
Yes. The
Like the
equivalent
old-
of 8 miles of activity.
Like young people or old people or everyone?
I mean, I guess the older you get, this. But in general, that's what it is. So
Oh my God,
we are
it's a
super
lot.
active and outdoor, basically. So not much cow milk for all of them, like no dairy.
Well, yeah, that's good. We
But
have
goat
discussed
milk
that.
a lot.
Goat milk?
Goat milk and cheap cheese for Italy, at least for Sardinia. And after 5, 2 glasses of wine. See?
Oh,
That's
you're
good.
going to live forever? Well,
So I want to go to Sardinia, Italy. And love. And love, they say you need love. But anyway.
it's
So,
so ridiculous.
Now I think like the most popular one is the island of Okinawa in Japan. Because
Okinawa?
no,
Okinawa.
Okinawa.
Yeah, I bet it's a long life.
Because it's the island where every year there is like somebody that the oldest person in the world dies, and then you have the next one, and most of the time comes from Japan. There were one from France, like the oldest one from France was 122, by the way.
What?
122 years old.
What?
Yeah.
I mean, would you want to live that
It depends
long?
how. It depends how, and that's what they say about these
Yeah. One
regions
thing,
is that they don't die from degenerative diseases. They die from natural causes. Because
they
of
don't-
course, if you have Alzheimer for 30 years, what's the point?
Yeah,
But
that's my question. Like, they live a good life, or they are full of like sick? They are always sick or like feeling ill.
no, they say that they have less degenerative diseases and they don't die from.
So
most
the
of them don't
quality
die.
of life, it's not only that it's long; it's a
The-
good quality.
The QOL is like up the roof. So, the island of
Nice.
Okinawa, Japan.
Okinawa. Okinawa.
If we have people watching from this island, please don't get offended. She just wants to be funny.
But apparently I didn't succeed. But it's Okinawa.
Okinawa, Japan. So they have, as all of them, laid back type of lifestyle near the ocean, and they have warm weather. Most of them have warm weather.
Warm weather.
And they practice eating something from the land and the sea every day. And
They what?
food from the land or the sea
Okay.
every day. And they have fruits, brown rice, green tea. Okay, so that was Japan. Now, the next one is Costa Rica.
Really? I love Costa Rica.
Nicoya Peninsula. So again, near the ocean. The big secret for Nicoyan diet is the beans, corns and squash. And basically, because most of them don't eat meat, and mostly because they don't have the means to eat a lot of meat like we do, because they don't really go to the grocery store. They
just eat whatever they want in the farm.
Like most of them get their proteins from beans. So all the blue zones are like high in beans consumption.
Costa Rica is so... I have been in Costa Rica and it's so beautiful. You should go to Costa Rica.
Yeah, I wish I could, yes.
It's so beautiful.
So, and papayas, yams, bananas, and what they call peach palms. So, of course, none of them eat processed food. It's all
we have discussed that many times. Yeah, processed food, it's terrible as milk.
Okay, next one. Icaria in Greece.
Icaria.
Icaria. I-K-A-R-I-A. I don't know.
We have to do that because we need to understand what we're saying to each
in
other.
So in Greece, they eat a lot of potatoes, goat's milk, honey, legumes, especially garbanzo beans, black-eyed peas, and lentils, wild greens, some fruit, and small amount of fish.
Can I interrupt you a little bit?
No, because...
Lentils?
Lentils, yeah.
If you feel depressed, I was listening to a psychiatrist. Yeah, and he said that lentils are very good to stimulate the endorphins.
Oh, and now the last one is a little bit more controversial, and then I'm going to get into that. Because it's Loma Linda in California.
Loma Linda, California?
Yeah.
Really?
So it's a very, very small, and it's actually a community of Seventh-day Adventists. It's a religious group. So they live all by themselves in the community. They have kids. They cannot drink alcohol. They are vegetarians. They avoid TV, movies,
Yeah, they like their real life.
Yeah. So sugar is taboo. No media distractions. And their top food includes avocados, salmon, nuts, beans, oatmeal, and soy milk. So they don't eat any dairy either from cows.
So why is controversial for you?
Well, the blue zones are a bit controversial because they base it on data that are kind of contradictory in a way, and also the blue zones have been created by one guy that basically wrote a book about it. He named them. What's his name? And I don't know.
But why is contradictory?
Well, because it's based on data and statistics that.
That's my next question. Like, how he determined...
It's the percentage of centenarians per like 10,000 inhabitants. So first he based on that, but we know that the data is very different. And we know that in Japan, for instance, for years, they said they had a lot of centenarians when actually they were dead and they were not reported as dead. So there are a lot of things like this. But I mean, there is a purpose behind it. Like, so first of all, he created... it's like a trademark, like the blue zones. Second, he wrote a book about it.
Why as a trademark? Like, because people wanted to go there. Like, if I know there's like, if I want to go to this village in Italy.
Yes.
So this guy is like, okay, this is a blue zone. So that's a type of marketing for that town.
Well, okay, so it's the same as like the keto diet. It's like any like type of diet. First, you base your whole purpose for your book on something real. Like, so the keto diet, it will be like you need to put your body in ketosis mode, and the way to do that is like to avoid sugar because the cells feed on sugar first and not fat. So you need to anyway. So and then it works at some point, but. Anyway, so any diet, if you're only doing that just for one reason and once you achieve your goal, it's not like a way of living, then you're going to go back to your old habits. But anyway, the blue zone is the same. It seems like there was a purpose to make some profit out of it, like first with the book and then with a way of selling a type of program.
The tourists?
Yes. Well, no, like a program. Like, so you have like a blue zone program like for offices and things like that. That's the word I was looking for. There are blue zone initiatives. So you have a website that is dedicated to it. You have programs that are built around it. You have coaches around it. So what I mean is that it's not that they're wrong, and it's the same as what we were talking about the eat right for your blood type. It's not that it's necessarily wrong, it's that there is a marketing strategy behind it.
Everything. It's just a profit. Everything is profit.
But so I think everything is true. So the 9 key elements, the 9 principles of this is like always move naturally, but a lot. You need to have some downshift, like relaxation. Stop eating when you're 80% full. So I don't know what
it's 80% full.
Oh, I am 75. No, 80%.
I just ate the 89.
Yes.
And that's how bulimic people
have more plant-based meals. You need to drink wine. You need to drink wine. Like, you agree with that?
Yeah,
right?
we are on the
2 glasses of wine a day.
This is the first one.
But there are 3 things that are really important, because I talked about diet and stuff like that. But there are 3 things that are really important, and which I think I'm missing in some extent. First, you have to have really like strong family ties. Very strong family ties.
Oh yeah, Pépe is going there.
You basically, because it relieves anxiety when you know that you have a lot of people that can have your back at any time. Like, you don't rely on one person or on nobody, but you know what I mean.
And then it has to be with stress.
You have a community with people that share the same values that you don't have to fight with necessarily. You have common principles and values, and you feel like you belong somewhere. So belonging is part of longevity, living longer, because it relieves some stress, and it gives you more content and happiness to feel like you belong somewhere. And the last one, that is one of the most important, it's one of the important ones. Yeah, don't
die soon.
No, but the most important is to have a purpose in life. And
do you have a purpose?
Yes, but I think the thing is that I have a purpose more because I'm a father than
But
like
you don't have. You cannot.
like some people have a
base your
yes, they have
purpose.
They have a higher. Do you have a purpose?
Yes.
Okay. What is it?
My purpose.
Do you want to share it?
No.
No.
No, I mean, as a person is doing something that makes me feel like I am achieving something like super right now.
Well, okay.
Purpose. My purpose in life is share what makes me happy and what I am passionate about, and share that passion to the ones that surrounds me.
Yes.
And spread that passion so they can be passionate about their own stuff.
Passion.
Passion.
So the secret to longevity is like healthy diet, activities, love, caring, relaxation, low stress, and something that they don't say, but that comes with it is genes.
Oh, yeah.
Your genes.
I think that's the most important part.
But you build them. That means that in this old region where they live longer is because they haven't been exposed to the
pollution,
to the everything that modern society has brought, and obviously they live like kind of in a different time. They refuse technology and progress, and that's why, that's why they live longer, and they build up their genes around it as well. So it's kind of like the opposite of what we're doing now in our society, where everything is made to make us more individualistic.
Yeah.
Try to fight against another, to be in opposition. Like everything that is around us when you live in a urban sedentary life is like that. You have to fight to get your bus. You have to fight to get your subway. You have to fight to get your job. You have to fight to get your promotion. You have to fight to get the last bottle of water. You have to, like yesterday I saw,
you were fighting?
No, but like that's something like I don't get it. Why did we come to this? And that's the exact opposite of what they say is bringing us content and happiness. There was a promotion on tea, and I was looking at what on tea, on a brand of tea. And the guy saw that, and it was on top shelf. And he, sometimes I go on there. Oh, there's a good discount. Oh, there's none left. And the guy just took all of them. All the things, yes, everything, because it was like half off or whatever. And I'm like, I know you're going to drink the tea because you didn't for years.
Everything.
But seriously, like, what is like? Do you think the discount was made just for you? You didn't receive it in your mail. Say, hey, Mr. Johnson, this is only for you.
Hey, Kevin.
Like,
yeah, I think that's the same.
How selfish can you be?
It's the same that happened when all these coronavirus start. When people they went to the supermarket and bought like paper towel and food and groceries, and all the shelves were empty. And the people that cannot afford doing that, they couldn't buy anything.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, you just have to think about the others. There were people like here, like because I saw that in their cart with 20 or more packages of paper towel, or with like 20 cans of tuna and stuff like that. We're like, why are you doing that?
Yeah,
like,
it's a me first society.
There's people that they don't have the means. They are not privileged to have all the money that you have to buy food for the next 2 or 3 months. They live day by day. So don't do that.
Yeah, but I mean okay, we can go. It's a long subject, but basically, what my point was, the way we're living like right now, if you just look around and you have this type of experience on a daily basis, it's the total opposite of what they say. Actually, there's no secrets to longevity.
Yes, there was.
There's no secret. It's about being together, caring, and loving each other, and eat things that you grow yourself, and be conscious about somebody's life, wherever it's animal. And I love beef and meat and stuff like that.
As Mexican, I love tacos.
But I think it's a great. It's also a great like conclusion to know that we need to care about somebody else's life in general.
If you care about me, you will live longer.